Harrison Barnes. You're listening to 3-Point Conversion.
Dutch, the rookies, James and Kai. Could you assess what you saw for them today, and what do you want to see from them, I guess, moving forward after today's performance?
As every first summer league, there was a lot of good things and a lot of teachable moments. You know, I thought there were two great possessions where we got on the guys to pass it a lot more in the second half. Two great possessions where he drove and dumped off to the big. To be able to do that at his age, in his first game, that's impressive. Now, there's still stuff we got to build on. And then for James, we have to get him to play a little bit faster. He's used to playing with the ball in his hands, and we have to get him to make, you know how it is in the NBA. It happens like that. And these athletes, you can't dance with it. You need to be able to make quick decisions. I thought there were some great opportunities that he did that, and that's how we were able to get downhill for some lobs and for kickouts. But I think that's the main thing we can talk is just making quicker decisions. But there were a lot of positives. Now, we got to show the negatives as well and tell them what they can work on. But that's what's great about the NBA. We have another game tomorrow.
Then second-year guys like Vern and Nick, what do you see from them specifically tonight? And then what do you, again, want to see from them to kind of help them development in this summer league play?
I thought that the bigs did a great job of running in transition, looking to seal. Now, our guards have to do a little better job of getting the ball to him. I thought there were instances where we did, and we got some fouls. That's how we were able to get to the free throw line. The couple things that we need to work on is just our defensive urgency. Vern, we have to get him out of his shell of communicating more. There was a couple instances where our guards didn't know the screen was there, coverages, and just playing through stuff. Our guys got its first game. Guys got gassed a little bit, but we got to be able to go 4, 5. That first stretch, I didn't want to call a timeout. We had one coming, so I wanted to keep going. But the guys were gassed. I was just hoping for a dead ball. So I think just playing through some mistakes and playing through some fatigue, because in a game you may not get that many minutes, but you need to play as hard as possible when you get those minutes.
Could you see James kind of doing a similar thing as far as like ball handling? He did a lot, at the top and having to drive. Could you see him doing that as a role for you all during the regular season?
Definitely. I think his main thing is going to be able to beat guys off the bounce and attack closeouts. And I think the closeouts is where we have to get better, not just for him, but for everybody. We had a lot, especially in the first half. We had a lot of ball get swung, hold. Defense can set up now. We had a lot of hold, jab. That's not how we play basketball in Charlotte. Ball gets swung, kick it, let that guy attack. I think Scotty had an amazing clip where the ball got thrown back and he attacked it and got right to the rim. So I think the quicker decisions, I think that would be the main thing, because when Book goes from playing here to then playing against NBA, like all NBA players, that's what's going to be tough, is he's not going to be able to dance. I think that's where we had Book had 3 turnovers, a couple where they picked it. So instead of less 4 or 5 dribble moves, more 1, 2 dribble moves would be the main thing. But I think he is capable of doing that, and just playing at a quicker pace would be big for him.
And what did you see from LiAngelo? 5 threes.
Well, I heard everybody, but it was very impressive. I was thrilled for the kid, for everything. His brothers being starting point guards in the NBA, and for him to come out, like I'm thrilled. He's such a great kid, and to have this moment right now. Now, anybody can have one game. Now let's see. Hey, can you do it again? Because now he just put himself on the scouting report. The Kings, they had 3 Kings coaches watching. Now they're saying, don't let this guy shoot. Now, how is he going to be able to find his shots and be able to? All right, they take my shots away. Not forcing it and making plays for other guys. But I was thrilled. I was thrilled for him. I couldn't be happier for him right now.
Is there another player other than James and Kai and LiAngelo that might have stood out to you that if it's a small thing?
I was definitely DJ. I thought he did a great job pressuring the ball. He got downhill, was able to make plays. I thought he did a good job. I have to do a better job of getting Arnie involved. Like, you look at Arnie's stat line, we only got him, 4 shots, and he's a shooter, and he makes a lot of great plays. I mean, he's plus minus is a misleading stat, but he's plus 18, so I should have just played him the whole game. We would have won. But I think DJ did a good job pressuring the ball and accomplishing what we want to do with pace. He played much faster than the first unit. And, Arnie, I got to put him in better situations, because he can attack closeouts. He can make plays. I need to help him along with that. That's all me. I have to do a better job there.
Coach, with Nick specifically, he was a guy that last year, he didn't get to play much, didn't have a summer league, but when he got to the G League bubble, he really was able to showcase some stuff a little bit, especially on the defensive end. Just how do you see him actually having a summer league this year, helping him, and then what did you see from him out there defensively as well?
Oh, it's huge. It's great for Nick. He obviously had the bubble, but other than that, he played against Vern every single day, and he played against myself and our other video guys, and it gets tired. It gets boring to play against these coaches every single day. So I'm pumped for all these guys that get to play against other guys and have this summer league. Not only is it an amazing experience for myself being able to put in this situation, but for them, it's even 10 times more. So I think the main thing that Nick will be able to carry over to get minutes in Charlotte with us is his energy defensively, protecting that rim. I think he didn't have any block shots, but he definitely affected a ton. And running in transition. I think once we get more comfortable of throwing the ball inside to our bigs, I think his what I'm looking for. His value will skyrocket once we get comfortable throwing it. I think our guys weren't really short. I throw it in. Don't want to turn it over, but I think his energy defensively, being able to protect the rim, and then being able to put rim pressure with his rolls and his steals is something that if he does consistently, he'll be able to perform with us.
Coach, is there an added confidence boost for these guys playing against a Portland team where it seemed like everyone not just has some NBA experience, but in some cases like a decade of NBA experience that, not just we can hang with any team at Summer League, but specifically this one with all the experience they have?
I definitely think so. Obviously, we're disappointed that we lost. We want to win every game. But I think I told the guys before the game, this team was picked to win Summer League. Vegas had them, the odds that they were going to win because they had 3 former first-round picks. Antonio Blakeney could score, a bunch of other guys that were able to contribute and could play on NBA teams. And I think it's great for Kai and Book and all our other guys specifically to play against those NBA veterans. So I think there should be confidence, but there should also be some disappointment that we let one slip. We were right there. We battled back multiple times, down the first half, down the second half, battled back. There were multiple times, and we were right there at the end. Obviously, we have to be better down the stretch. I think there is definitely some confidence going into our next game that, hey, we held our own. We were right there. We have to do 2, 3, 4 things better, and we'll have a better outcome.
And you touched on wanting faster decision-making. Is it easier to make that case to them when you see like 20 turnovers? And as you mentioned, some of them are from not being as quick as you'd
For sure. There will be a ton of clips that we're able to show now. As a coach, I would love to show a ton of clips, but we're playing in less than 24 hours. So the assistants will definitely be on me to limit as much as possible. It's funny that during the regular season, I'm the one telling JB, hey, let's limit it. Now tomorrow I'm going to be like, hey, guys, I got 40 clips. Let's watch them. I'd be like, Dutch, we got to be able to bust in 10 minutes. So I think that will be a big thing that they will help me with, but showing quicker decisions, where we can swing the ball, and then defensively being in better spots. I think those are the main things that we can carry over to our game tomorrow.
Awesome. Sam Perley, go ahead.
Dutch, hope you're doing well. Just on a more personal note, what did it feel like for you to be out there coaching Summer League for the first game? And how much of, I guess, sort of the adjustment process moving forward, not only to players, but kind of you yourself kind of learning on the fly and making adjustments? Like you said, you're at a kind of a very different position than you are in a typical kind of regular season format.
Absolutely. I'm very, as I said before, I'm very thankful for the opportunity because I learned so much just in this one game. And I thought, I'll be prepared. But once that timeout clock starts and the board's in your hand and I'm shuffling through plays like, I'd love to run that. And by the time I pick a play, the first horn goes. I was just talking to JB about it. Now, just one game, I have a better understanding of what JB goes through. He has 3 or 4 assistants trying to help him out, but it's not like JB sitting there, I have a blank slate. I'm not thinking of anything during the game. Like there was stuff flying through my head, multiple assistants saying, hey, you might want to try this. What about this? What about this? So that was great. I felt I got more in a rhythm midway through the second quarter, and going into halftime. I think that definitely helped, but it was a great experience. I'm very thankful, and I'm excited too. There's a couple of things I wish I didn't do, and a couple of things I wish I did more of. So I think going into tomorrow's game of being comfortable making those adjustments quicker before Blakeney has 30 points, blitzing him and pick and roll, I think that will definitely help. But I think it's definitely a valuable experience that I'm thrilled to continue for these next 4 games.
Thank you,
All right,
Dutch.
guys, we have time for one more. We'll go with Will P.
Dutch, how hard is it to balance, when you're trying to develop a lot of these guys, and when you have a guy like Jello go off like that, how hard is it to, I guess, resist the temptation to try and push him a little more to see how much is left there in that tank?
It's definitely hard. One of the main reasons we took Jello out is he had played close to, obviously he was hot and we wanted to keep him in, but he played close to 10 minutes straight. And, I'd rather get a guy a little bit sooner than then all right, he's dead tired. And there was a couple of responsibilities that it was like, all right, we have to get him out. And there was also the thought process that, all right, if we get him out earlier, he's hot, we can bring him back to finish this game. So I think there's definitely a lot. You know, there was a situation where Book came off, turned it over, and I think I went right back to him the next play. Like he needs to learn those situations of, okay, all right, I just turned it over, and I want to see, okay, is he going to do the same thing, or is he going to make a different adjustment and do a better job taking care of the ball? So I think balancing that, and the assistants did a great job of. There were times where, all right, hey, I want to get somebody out, and they were like, hey, give him another minute, give him another 2 minutes, let him figure this out. So they're definitely doing a great job with me balancing it. But it definitely is hard. But I'm trying to do my best of balancing the development piece and, hey, we're in a game in the fourth quarter. We want to try to win that game.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.